least half of those wars were ended because of the power of tariffs.
Heard from President Trump as he made his case to the media for why the Supreme Court of the United States should overturn their ruling on his emergency tariffs. We'll share more on what exactly he's proposing coming up. And in Big Sky, celebration is underway for a new child care facility that lies in a high cost of living community with limited child care access. Coming up this half hour, Alex McCollum will share the full details.
And right now we're taking a live look out of Forsyth. We are looking at some hazy skies this morning, but it looks like some winds could clear some of that out this afternoon, and we'll get to those details coming up here shortly.
And today officially marks the kickoff of the 2025 NFL season. We're going to be talking about it all morning long, along with so much more, as Wake Up Montana starts now.
Wake up, you gotta rise to the sun, and here it comes, it's time to make the best of what you got to give. It's all about rising, and I wanna be there.
Oh, good Friday Eve, everybody. My name is John Martin.
And I'm Tracy Smith.
All right, biggest story of the day, the NFL season kicking off tonight. Your Dallas Cowboys are going to be traveling to Philadelphia to take on the reigning Super Bowl champs. A lot more to come on that throughout this morning. But for now, well, let's take a look at it, everybody. What is your favorite NFL team if you would like to participate? Now, listen, we have limited options here. You can scan that QR code. We're going to be diving deeper into it. But right now, looking like the, Minnesota Vikings.
I like them.
Skull, baby.
That's right. That's my fiance's team. 45% there.
Look at
hey, the Green Bay Packers are waking up.
There's actual booze coming from the back half of the studio about the Green Bay Packers. So yeah, play along. It is the biggest thing going on. You know, NFL season kicking off, the pageantry. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. Your Cowboys going to be going for a record season here.
I just wanted to feel good about my team, so I watched the America's Team on Netflix. The Gambler and his Cowboys, and it was all about the 90s dynasty, and I was like, wow, this is so good. I was like, okay, I'm pumped for the season. I don't know if we're going to have that kind of season, but you know what? I have high spirits for my team. I always think they're going to win until the last 2 minutes. But you know what? I'm there. I've been a fan my whole life.
At least your team made the teams to choose from. The Titans are just other. So anyway,
we're America's team. So
we are America's team. Anyway, let's talk about the forecast. And yeah, they were great in the 90s. But speaking of 90s, we're not going to be seeing those temperatures today after just remarkable heat across Montana. We're all kind of getting that cool down now.
Absolutely. We know eastern Montana saw a little bit of that cool down just yesterday, and we're now kind of expanding that across the state thanks to a passing cold front. What you're also going to notice, though, is that the smoke and haze is going to increase with some of those northerly winds. And right now, we're looking at a little bit more of that moderate to thick smoke across northern Montana. All those little red dots are going to be active wildfires that we have across the west, going into Idaho and eastern Washington. With the smoke and haze that we have across the state, we are looking at more moderate levels of air quality, and we're sitting at unhealthy levels there out of Lewistown this morning. So you might want to limit your time outdoors. Of course, as we go throughout the day, the winds are going to be increasing in from the north, taking more of a northeasterly direction for northwestern Montana and a more northwesterly direction out of the eastern plains. Those winds are expected to reach at around 30 to 45 miles per hour, but far northeastern Montana could see 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Here out of Sheridan County, we do have a high wind warning in place until 9 p.m. with wind advisories in place for West Glacier, going into Flathead Lake as well as Fort Peck Lake, and those winds will be around 40 to 45 miles per hour. A quick look at your satellite and radar. We are looking at dry conditions, but the winds are increasing in from the north, so we'll take a closer look at some of those details coming up here shortly.
And we look forward to it, Tracy. Thank you very much. New overnight, President Trump is asking the Supreme Court of the United States to step into the fray over his emergency tariffs. That's according to a copy of the appeal obtained by CNN. His request Wednesday asked the justices to overturn a lower court ruling that found that his administration acted unlawfully by imposing many of his sweeping import taxes. The case once again raises fundamental questions for the court about a president's power to act unilaterally and without explicit authority from Congress. And today, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will appear before a Senate panel to discuss the Trump administration's 2026 health care agenda. Now, this is going to be the first time that the senators have questioned RFK Jr. since May, and it comes as dozens of health organizations are calling for him to resign. More than 1,000 former and current HHS employees signed a 6-page letter that demands RFK Jr.'s resignation. Among the reasons they're calling for that resignation, the mass firings at the CDC, the appointing of political ideologies, and the rescinding of COVID-19 vaccine emergency use authorization. Bringing things back to the Treasure State now, where parents' needs for childcare, of course, ever pressing. To help with this, Big Sky is celebrating the opening of a new childcare facility that lies in a high-cost living community with limited care access. Alex McCollum shares a look at the new facility and what it will do for that community.
Gallatin River Childcare is opening its new location in this building and will provide care for families who live and work in Big Sky, a community that has faced an extreme shortage of childcare options.
I mean, it's dire, you know, it's like housing, it's crucial for a place for your children to go that's quality, that's safe, that's close to home, that's locals.
This facility is expected to welcome dozens of more kids between the ages of 6 weeks old and 3 years old. Director Jackie Nung says that's the age group they see the most demand for.
Both the mom and the dad are working in our community. The dual income is needed in order to be able to live in the high-cost community of Big Sky. And so in order to make that happen and it livable for those families, you need quality childcare, somewhere for their kids to be.
Jen Ford is a hiring manager for restaurants at the Yellowstone Club. She says limited childcare access is a serious barrier to bringing workers into Big Sky.
We'll get great applicants that want to come live in this beautiful place and work for this great company. But the roadblock that I've seen is, where's the childcare? I would love to come work, but I don't know what to do with my little nugget. Now, during the interview process, when I'm recruiting, I can let these families know this is what we can provide for you.
The Yellowstone Club Community Foundation owns this building. They'll provide the building at no cost to Gallatin River Childcare.
The fees that parents pay on a regular basis for their children to be here can instead go directly towards the quality educators and teachers that are going to be taking care of their kids.
This new location is aiming to open in early October. Reporting in Big Sky, I'm Alex McCollum, NonStop Local.
Alex McCollum, thank you as always. Now that we're inching closer to fall, it's important to keep in mind that September is Bear Aware Month right here in the Treasure State. Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks is continuing their efforts to mitigate unwanted bear encounters, and those who grow fruit on their properties risk garnering attention from hungry bears. So Montana FWP is offering a unique solution. Next week, FWP is accepting fruit donations at their Kalispell office. By donating fruit, local homeowners are, yes, getting rid of potential bear attractants, but also they're going to be supporting the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center in West Yellowstone. If you don't know, the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center houses bears that can no longer live in the wild because they have become food conditioned and dangerously comfortable with people. FWP's Kalispell office is located at 490 North Meridian Road. Donations will be accepted next week, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. In trending news this morning, we're taking a live look right now at Lincoln Financial Field in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where the NFL season hours away from kickoff.
Tonight, the Dallas Cowboys will be traveling to the Link to, of course, take on the reigning Super Bowl champs in hopes of kicking off a season in shocking fashion.
Shocking fashion. If you remember, oh man, we're only a few days removed from one of the biggest trades in NFL history, cover your ears, where Cowboys franchise pass rusher Micah Parsons was traded from Dallas to the Green Bay Packers. So, kickoff going to be 6:20 tonight, Mountain Time. You will be able to stream the game on Peacock or your NBC affiliate.
Now here in the Treasure State, if you live in Bozeman, the Bobcats are most likely your home team. Just like if you live in Missoula, you have the Grizz. But as Montanans, we really don't have that one true NFL home team.
All right, so we just want to ask you at home, who is your home team? We're going to be sharing the results in real time as they come through right here on Wake Up Montana. Let's see what we have here. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so it's the Seahawks out of Seattle leading the way at 30%.
Wow.
Vikings still holding strong, 25%. Packers, 49ers split at 10. Cowboys at 5, and oh, don't forget about other.
What about the Broncos? They're still sleeping. We have plenty of Bronco fans here. Oh, there they are. 4%, tied with the Cowboys. America's team.
America's team. Yeah, scan the QR code on your screen right now. And listen, we're all about a little bit of smack talk, and this is not sincere, and we don't care.
I like light smack talk.
Yeah, I am not.
I'm not going to go for the jugular, and nobody needs to do that.
No.
Everyone could just calm down.
At the end of the day, you're only cheering for people's outfits. You know what I mean? Let me just take Micah Parsons. He was cheered and cheered and cheered when he was wearing a Cowboys outfit, but now that he's wearing a Packers outfit, boo! You're booing the shirt, not the person. So we don't take it that seriously.
It all goes back to fashion.
Yeah. Exactly. That was my point. All right. It is 6:11 on this Thursday morning. We have much more to talk about throughout the day here. We got some fun stuff, but we also got to talk about this. We're going to share more on Anaconda shooting suspect Michael Paul Brown's not guilty plea to charges against him.
And right now we're taking a live look at a whitefish. We are seeing some smoke and haze kind of seeping in and around the area. Will that clear out throughout the day? Well, we'll take a closer look at those details here in just a bit.